Hey friends, welcome back to a brand new video. Today is the day one of the whole entire moving process. The movers are coming today in 30 minutes to 2 hours. Who knows? My first step of the day is to put everything that I need to keep with us into this tub from my nice little organized and pretty tub right here. This just doesn't move super well, so that's the issue. So I've got stuff to put on salads, some bee pollen, some more stuff to put on salads. I've got 2 gigantic things of calcium because a friend gave me them. Got these 2 spot cleaners I'm definitely gonna need later. I'm probably gonna prep some of Smeagol's food today in this so that I have it and I don't have to mix up food every night. These are a bunch of, I've got salad toppers coming out of my ears because Smog used to not eat salad whatsoever, so I have a bunch of salad toppers essentially. I've got this little ball. You put a bug in here and then they go crazy for it. A bunch of vitamins too. I need to check the expiration date on some of these because I've had them a minute. A random Zen Habitat backing. Solar meter. Get one if you don't have one already. I'm surprised I didn't find a roach in the bottom of this because normally I do. All my twist ties because that's what I use to set lights up usually. All 70 billion pairs of my tongs. My thermometer. The battery is dead, so I gotta put a new one in there, but that's coming with. This tub is actually a pretty good size for all of this. So here's the bucket. But we're gonna do a little bit of organizing and figuring out in this room what I need to bring. They're obviously gonna leave the enclosures alone, but they won't leave anything else alone unless I specifically say to leave it alone. So we're gonna go organize. These are what I'm moving the grass lizards in. Obviously I gotta poke some holes in them still, and they're gonna have some sphagnum moss there at the bottom, but these are super simple, literally just for travel. I think somebody asked about organization. This is the closet. There's a bunch of stuff in here, so this stuff obviously isn't reptile stuff. I don't know if I should bring the herb stat or not. I'm definitely not gonna bring this yet, so we're just gonna move it. But these are all of my moving bins, so let me get these down real quick. So these are typically what I move my reptiles in. Obviously the smaller guys. This one is the only one I have set up right now. This is Smeagol's. This works really, really well for him. This is just a fake plant in here, and it's super lightweight, and it's the length of this box, so it's not jostling around or anything like that. So this is really good. There's also a little height in there for him. I don't know if you can see it. It goes against the side of the enclosure and everything. So this is really great, and I usually just miss this super heavily. There's paper towels down there at the bottom, so this is perfect if you want to replicate something like this for a crested gecko. And obviously what's super great about these is they stack really, really well. Grima is going in this bag here. This is a moving snake bag. I got it at Tinley. So that is ready, that is ready. Smog's going in something bigger. Smeagol, Grima. I'm gonna make Tariel's little box real quick. Some people might not be the most massive fan of this practice, but I do travel with these little pet travelers. I just find them super convenient. So this, I would put Smog in, and it's all blacked out. He doesn't get stressed out. There's nothing in there that moves him around. This is about his size, to be honest. This isn't wild. So this honestly just goes in my passenger seat or on the floor or in the box with the rest of the reptiles. This one's a little unnecessary because it has all this crap. But again, same concept, super easy. So Keely will probably go in one of these. And I know I could have got snake bags for everybody, but I didn't. So they're in bags, just a different form of bag. This side of the closet here contains some bugs. Anyway, decor all up in these white shelves, old enclosures, pretty much it there. So they just finished up packing everything in this room that is not the enclosures. So as you guys can see, there's enclosures behind me and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna take this time to answer some questions about the moving process. This is a good time to do it. I am also going to be packing all of the plants away into this nice box. I think that's gonna be the best way to move them, I think. Okay, so somebody asked, how do I get skittish, fast-moving lizards into travel tanks? And this is something I don't have an answer for yet. I'm moving my 3 grass lizards into their little sphagnum moss mini tubs here, probably in the morning. I'm gonna be moving them into that. So I will record the process and let you guys know. How do I keep it warm/humid? I am traveling in a car. I know that that's kind of confusing because some people like ship them, and that's totally an option too, but I'm keeping them in the car. And as for keeping them warm, obviously my car will be room temperature. I do not feed them for a couple days before the move so that they don't get impacted from that food not being able to digest under a basking lamp. Yeah, I don't feed them, so it's not really an issue of keeping the car warm. It's just not keeping the car super, super cold to where they don't do well. As for the humidity for my humid guys, obviously these tubs here, these are like sphagnum moss, and I went ahead and misted this. So it's nice and humid in here. Same with all of the other enclosures that I'm gonna move them in. I'm just gonna mist them, and then they're paper towels as the substrate, so that honestly, it keeps the humidity pretty good. Pretty much every time that I'm gonna stop at like a hotel or something, I'll give them another mist, but honestly, it goes pretty well. The travel time is not long enough to impact their health in a way if the humidity is off during that time frame. It's just a matter of getting to the home, setting up their enclosures as fast as possible after the move time. And I keep them in my back seat. It's super easy. I usually get a larger tub to put their tubs in, if that makes sense. That's what I did last time, so I think I might have to get 2 tubs tonight. But that's what I usually do. I just keep them in their tubs in a bigger tub so they don't move around, and they just go in my back seat in the car temperature. And then if we end up stopping overnight, they come in the hotel with me. I do not leave them in the car. And Sarah asked how I move large Zen habitats enclosures like the ones that are already built. So as you guys can see, I do have several already built Zen habitat enclosures. The really great thing about the Meridian enclosures is that they are supposed to be really, really easy to take apart. Usually I just keep all of the panels together in one place, just so I don't get confused. Take them apart, and we're gonna lay them in the U-Haul together, which I will also show you guys. I'm hoping that this is gonna be a seamless process and that these enclosures will be super easy to move.
Me. I can't even wipe my friggin' eye.
I am keeping my 2x2x2 together, just because it's really easy to move as it is, and I would rather not take it apart if it's super easy to move. But these big ones will be taken apart, and I'll show you the process. Somebody asked, am I transporting them in enclosures or taking them and heavy things out? So no, I'm not transporting them in their enclosures. That would be incredibly unsafe. Even if you did take the heavy things out, it would be incredibly unsafe because I am transporting these enclosures in the U-Haul. If anything happened, they would be flung and probably killed during that thing. So what I'm doing here is, like, obviously these grass lizards will be in these really small ones just for the time being. I've got a snake bag for my snake, and that'll be in like a tub too. And then we've got these tubs for my smaller guys. These are perfect because there's very minimal things in here. I put like a fake leaf thing in here, like her poop dish, which is totally not really necessary. And then there's a hide in here as well. This keeps it super simple, super light. None of these have anything massive, and also none of these things can like move around and end up injuring my reptile if something happens. So absolutely do not move your reptiles in the enclosures. Just take apart the enclosures, or you can move them as is if you want to, but do not keep your reptiles in them. How do I prep bioactive tanks to move? Do I remove everything? So yes, I am removing everything. This is totally up to you and like what you want to go through in your move, but I do pretty much take apart everything. I know it can be expensive to redo a bioactive enclosure, and that part really sucks. But what you could do is you could move all of your bioactive soil into a ventilated tub so that all your bugs don't die, and obviously keep it misted and all that good stuff while you move. That is a feat. I've done that before. Those boxes are very heavy.
How much does 27 gallons of dirt weigh?
And honestly, it's not worth the trouble in my opinion, but you can do that. But I personally choose to take all of mine apart. As for the bioactive aspects like the plants, I'm going to, I think I have to stop and get another tub because I would really love to salvage some of the dirt and just do one like dirt tub of all of the plants for all of the enclosures, if that makes sense. Adam Wickens asked, I get asked all the time how to move houses with reptiles, but nobody makes this. So here I am. I really, really, really hope that this video is like super cohesive and answers everybody's questions regarding all of the things moving. This is a weird topic, and definitely nobody talks about it, and I move a lot. So this is a video I've been wanting to make, and I have an editor now. I think he will definitely make this super seamless and allow me to really show off this process. How do you actually move the enclosures? In a truck, standing up, laying down? So we rent a U-Haul. It's a pretty small U-Haul just because we just do these enclosures and we take the majority of them apart. So if these ones I don't take apart, just that's preference. I'm not gonna take apart the two smaller enclosures either because honestly, they move fine as they are, and I do take apart these larger enclosures. What ends up happening there is we put these against a wall, literally just in the U-Haul, and have it, you know, supported by other things so that it's not moving around and breaking the enclosure. I usually fill this up with sticks and accessories and stuff. It kind of doubles as a box. So the enclosures will be taken apart, and I'll show you guys how this whole thing looks in the U-Haul, and that'll be super easy to like understand how I move these. That's all the questions that I got for now, and this will be the only question portion that I do. So hopefully these questions are enough to cover what everybody is wondering about this process. And if not, hopefully this video will cover it as well. Hey! So actually, that was the end of the video, funnily enough. I'm sure you weren't expecting it. I wasn't either. Okay, so there's gonna be a part 2 to the moving vlog. The first part was kind of just more like informational and some things to help you guys out if you're doing the same thing. But the next video will be all of the actual like packing them up, packing up the U-Haul. If you want to see what that process looks like, that will be in the next video, and it will be posted like pretty soon after this one. But yeah, just to finish off this video, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have literally any questions about anything that we covered today, feel free to comment. I will answer them right away. And stay tuned for the next part of the video. And this is a little sneak peek of the reptile room. We literally just moved in, so it's not even remotely finished. But this is what the space looks like so far. Consider yourselves lucky that you got to see it. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye!